We want to welcome you to our spring Treble Makers concert. This is a very exciting event for us. I think we are the only Dearborn Elementary School that has a select choir. I think I'm right. And we are very excited about our select choir. In the fall, Ms. Conrad auditions 4th and 5th graders who would like to be a part of a select choir. And after many tears, she comes up with a select choir. And these students in front of you are 4th and 5th grade students that were selected to be in the select choir. They work beyond the regular music curriculum. In addition to the 2 music classes they have each week, they come an additional time and they agree to make up any work that they might miss. They come on lunches. They do whatever it takes because these kids are committed to their music. So I'm very, very excited to present to you our musical program tonight, presented by our Treble Makers and our wonderful director who does all of this on her free time. I want you to know this is not an extra paid assignment for Ms. Conrad. She does this because she loves Haigh students and she loves this musical program. So let's give her a big round of applause. And we want to introduce the Inventors Hall of Fame.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Inventors Hall of Fame. Please welcome the members of the accounting firm of Euclid, Galileo, Newton, and Pythagoras who have tabulated your votes. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the Inventors Hall of Fame. Tonight we are honoring 5 inventors who have made great contributions to the world of communications. But first, I would like to recognize some other notable inventors in our audience tonight. Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, Amelia Earhart, Wilbur Wright, Orville Wright, Betsy Ross, Marie Curie, Louis Pasteur, Copernicus, Henry Ford, Clara Barton, Laura Ingalls Wilder, Fanny Mendelssohn, Susie B. Anthony, Bessie Blount, Hedy Lamarr, Harriet Tubman, Sibylla Masters, Mary Moulton, Harriet Beecher Stowe. Oh, excuse me, I just get so excited when I see the famous students who have made their wonderful inventions because of me. As I was saying, we are honoring 5 inventors who have made great contributions to the world of communications. Our first inductee, the envelope please. Johannes Gutenberg, for movable type and a practical printing press. please tell us what it was like to work for Mr. Gutenberg.
It was exciting, I tell you. There was never a dull moment. Before his inventing days, Mr. D used to work as a goldsmith, but he wanted everyone to read. Everyone, not just the wealthy, but everyone. I tell you, people wanted to be able to hold a story in their hands. Before he made it practical to print books, the common people could only hear the words, not see them. I tell you, we thought he was sitting on a gold mine, but a new kind of gold mine. Some of his books are still on display, so check it out, I tell you, or go to the library and check it out.
Thank you, Miss Prinsley. Thank you, Miss Prinsley, and I hate to rush you, but we are pressed for time. And now the Hall of Fame singers will let us know what it was like back in the 1400s before Mr. Gutenberg's wonderful practical printing press.
Please, Mr. Gutenberg, print us a book. We heard all the stories, now we want to take a look. Writing one by hand can take a couple years. Fire up your printing press, oil up your gears. Please, Mr. Gutenberg, we have a need. We'd be so much smarter if we had a book to read. Everything you said will fill our heads with knowledge. That will come in handy since no one is good to knowledge. Yes! After all, it's only 1450. Pen and ink are much too messy and slow. Removable time is the way to go. The way to go. So please, Mr. Gutenberg, think of the face. This will be a breakthrough for the human race. Sharing information is the way to start. Up until today, we've fallen in the dark. Oh, Mr. Gutenberg, if you could see how your printing press will change the course of history. Paperback or hardbound, every subject we are free. Every subject can be found in your local library. Thousands of volumes. Please, Mr. Gutenberg, please get it all right. Print us a book. Yeah.
Thank you, singers. And now our second inductee. The envelope, please. The American Leonardo? Pardon me, Euclid, but who's the American Leonardo?
Oh, Miss Cecily, the American Leonardo is my dear husband, the portrait painter.
Samuel Morse, of course. Come on up here. Our beautiful home is full of Samuel's gorgeous paintings, but what really made him famous was the code he developed for letters and numbers. It was nothing less than ingenious. Aha! Now I see it. Samuel Morse, of course, for Morse code.
Congratulations and thank you, thank you. The world will never be the same. Congratulations and welcome to the Inventors Hall of Fame.
My dear husband's ingenious code made it possible to send messages from Washington to Baltimore. It even connected the East Coast to the West Coast. And in later years, it allowed ships to talk to other ships, even when they were sailing. And ships to talk to shore, and shore to talk to ships. And thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Morse, but our show needs to be sailing along.
Seek you, we're seeking somebody to talk to. Seek you, we're tapping the letters to find
C Cube, and this one may sound familiar to you. The envelope, please. It's a three-way tie.
A three-way tie?
Yes, a three-way tie. Thomas Edison for the phonograph, and Thomas Edison for the motion picture camera, and Thomas Edison for the electric light bulb. Excuse me, Newton, but some of our guests might wonder what the electric light bulb has to do with communications.
Are you kidding, Necessity? It was only because of the electric light bulb that houses were wired for electricity. Without the electric light bulb, there wouldn't be TV, stereo, refrigerators, oven, popping peppers, or answering machines.
Of course. Behind our stage, in a soundproof booth, is your mother. Stage crew, send out Mrs. Edison.
Tommy, I'm so proud of you. I taught it myself, you know. Poor Tommy, he hasn't heard a bird since he was 12 because he lost his hearing. He used Mr. Morse's code to talk to his family. He even tapped out a marriage proposal on the hand of his beautiful bride-to-be.
Thank you, Mrs. Edison.
Why, Tommy's wife used to tell me there's hardly a day that went by without an explosion in the house because he was always working on some new contraption. He had a laboratory in the basement because he was always working on some new contraption.
Thank you, Mrs. Edison.
In fact, only 3 weeks before he showed the world his favorite invention, the phonograph, his whole laboratory burned to the ground. And you know what he said? Now all my mistakes are burned in. Always looking on the bright side, my little Tommy.
Thank you, Mrs. Edison, but...
And tap. Our only way to talk to him was to tap, tap, tap out Morse code on each other's hands.
Thank you, Mrs. Edison.
All our
inductee. The envelope, please. Alexander Graham Bell for the telephone.
Congratulations and thank you. The world will never be the same. Congratulations and welcome to the Inventors Hall of Fame.
I learned earlier this evening a friend of the Bell family has become a famous correspondent for CNN. Of course, we're talking about the Communication News Network. Please welcome this solemn Southern belle, the diva of the interview, a truly serious reporter, Gretchen Grinfrey.
In my recent exclusive interview with the Bell family, I uncovered the story. Mr. Bell's mother became deaf when he was just a young boy. He devoted his life to teaching the deaf as his father and his grandfather had done. He even married a woman who was deaf.
Well, you heard it here first, and what a scoop it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Gretchen Grinfrey.
Just wait, that's not the best part. Bell led a double life.
Oh, Gretchen Grinfrey, 2 scoops. And your second scoop is twice as juicy as your first scoop. Isn't this a delicious story? Are you sure you're not a friend of the Bluebell family? I'm suddenly craving ice cream. So, Bell led a double scoop? I mean a double life?
Yes, that's right. He taught the deaf by day, but at night he worked on inventions to develop ways to help them hear and speak. Further, it was one of these inventions in progress that became the telephone.
3 scoops. Well, Miss Grinfrey, we've had a scrumptious chat, but my stage manager is calling for me to move on with the program.
Don't you want to hear more? After all, I've come a long distance to give you this exclusive Communications News Network report.
Long distance, now that has a familiar ring to it. But Miss Grinfrey, I don't think I could handle 4 scoops at one time. Thank you for your exclusive report.
Hello, Alexander Graham Bell. Did you think your invention would turn out so well? Now the whole world is connected, and wherever we are, we're never too far to call. Hello.
our final inductee for this evening in his contribution to the world of communications. The envelope, please. Guglielmo Marconi for the radio. Marconi would have accomplished nothing without the help of his able assistant, Mignani.
Yep, I was his assistant all right. It was my job to fire a rifle when I heard the signal he sent over a hill on his newfangled wireless telegraphy. One time he sent the signal, but I was clueless. We tried another time, but I was bulletless. I knew that if I didn't get my act together, I'd be jobless, so we tried again. And this time, I heard the signal, I shot the rifle, and there it was. The wireless was born, yep.
I'm speechless.
The next step was to send the signal a little farther, so Little Goog attached an antenna to a kite. He wanted to send the signal across the ocean. Of course, the rest of the world did not believe it was possible to send signals without wires, but because his family did believe in him, they were willing to give him money to continue his experiments. The Marconi family was anything but penniless, so he could keep trying to find a way to send wireless signals, and he finally did.
That was selfless.
Yep, Goog and me. When we weren't working, we often did some boating together and some cycling, but his wife didn't go because she was afraid of getting sick and preferred to remain motionless. Yep.
Well, I'm afraid we're just about out of time, so you might say we're timeless. And now, the story of the wireless from the Hall of Fame singers.
Guglielmo Marconi, at the turn of the century, the 20th, was the one who perfected the wireless telegraphy.
into the Inventors Hall of Fame a few years from now. Being the mother of invention, I know you've been working hard on some bright ideas of your own. Perhaps each of our honored inductees could give a word of advice to the next generation of inventors.
Read, write,
Study, call,
listen.
When I said a word of advice, oh well, perhaps the Hall of Fame singers can help you give us some hints as to the secret of your success.
Everybody
talk radio and turn out the lights. Good night. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you so much for lending me your wonderful children. We have had a ball getting this ready for you, and they have worked so hard and done such a great job. I am so proud of them, and you should be too. Thank you so much for supporting me. All right, boys and girls. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I tell you, they make my day. They are just such a joy to work with, and they're hard workers. They really love what they do, so we all have a good time together, don't we? All right, thank you so much for coming. And